Hey everybody, it is Liz with Liz Art Finds, and today we are going to do haul number 49. It's early Sunday morning because I'm heading out to do an event today, so I wanted to make sure to get this video in before I headed out. So let's get going. So first off, what sold? So I had the glass locomotive train last Sunday-ish, and I sold these pieces. So this was after I recorded the last video. So my cost of goods on these was $42. I paid up, like this guy was the first piece I ever bought when I was selling. Did we do these? I'm so like, this is such a deja vu moment. Anyway, I paid $15 way back when for that, and I think I sold it for like $12. So lost money on that one. And then also this one I think I bought for $1.99. I sold it for $1 because I didn't realize that the edges of the heart were kind of, the paint had kind of come away a little bit, so I had filled that in with a marker way back when I got it, so I sold it for $1. Other than that, so my total cost of goods here was $42. My total sales were $120, and then after taking out the cost of goods and the all of the fees and stuff, my profit was around $59. It was $58.86. So not huge. They were pretty low margin pieces, but it was a really fun show, and I moved some pieces onto their new home, so that's always exciting. The other sale, and I don't have a little picture to show you, way back when there was that Goodwill grand opening, I had found a Scentsy warmer. It was a pumpkin warmer. I decided to list that on eBay last weekend, I think, or Monday. I'm not sure. But whenever I listed it, it sold within an hour. So obviously I listed it too low, but I had paid $7.99 for it, and it sold for $45, and that was full asking. Like, that's what I asked. Now, a lot of them were selling in the 55 to 60 range, and this was new in box. I could have asked for more, but I decided at the time I was going to price it, you know, a little lower to move because there were a lot of them listed. And yeah, within an hour, like literally under an hour, I listed it, it was gone. So that was exciting, turning $7.99 into $45, you know. So, I mean, what that tells me is I really have to get on the ball and list more stuff because I do have things here that people want. So anyway, let's get into this week's haul. I'm gonna go kind of quick. I don't have a huge number of things, but I have a couple really exciting things. Not like $100 exciting, but pretty good. So let's go through. So I went out, this looks like 1, 2, 3 different days this past week, which seems to be about what I do. First off, I found this Tela Sun, Tela Mexico Sun, and I paid up for it. I paid probably about twice what I should have paid for it. I paid $7.49. They sell between 8 and 12. So is that a good pickup? No, it was not. But I'll be able to get my money back out of it and maybe make a couple dollars. But these are great if you buy low. I don't know what possessed me at that moment. I think I wasn't finding a lot of stuff, and I was trying to find some stuff. So I picked it up even though the price was way too high. But anyway, value on that is 8, and I said to 25. Actually, I said 8 to 12, but I wrote down 8 to 25 plus because some of them with very intricate painting, some of the bigger sizes, things like that, they can go 25, 30 and up, and it really just depends. It's very hard to put a value on it. It probably is worth more than 8 to 12, but I like to be conservative in my estimates and then, you know, get excited if it's more. I did pick up a couple other tiles at that particular place. The first one, not worth a whole lot. It's a newer tile, I believe, because it's got this thing on the back that, you know, you can kind of stand it up. I think that's newer. Don't quote me on that, but this is a kiwi bird. It looked to me like it was sitting on a turtle, like this was a turtle's head, but I don't think it's sitting on a turtle. I don't know what that is, honestly, but it's a Kiwi Tile. I paid $1.99 for it. They sell 8 to 12. There was one that I saw that was the size, this similar, like same artist kind of thing, that sold for 18. But most of them are around 8 to 12. But the super exciting thing, and what's really funny, is Jocelyn just had one of these in one of her sales. And I found this before I had seen her sale that had it. This is a tile by Bennington Potters in Vermont. Style number 1532. It's a sun. The artist on this is a guy named Gil. Hang on, I have him in here somewhere. David Gil. He started Bennington Potters in 1948 in Vermont. So he was the owner-operator from 1948 to 2002. I'm going to show you a picture of David Gil. It's a little blurry. That is him. Nope, that is him. So it says that in the 50s, he built a national reputation as a ceramic designer and won all kinds of awards. And he was included in the 1955 Good Design exhibition at the Museum of Modern Art. And then in the 70s, he created a line of decorative platters and sculptural faces that he called artware. So this would date from around the 70s. This is one of his sun tiles. And I only paid $1.99 for it. And these guys do really well. So they sell 20 to 35 plus. Jocelyn sold hers for $39. Jocelyn is the crazy lamp lady, in case you are unfamiliar. She is the owner and operator of NikNax, the marketplace, one of the marketplaces that I sell on. And she had a sale the other night where she sold one of these for $39 at auction. So they sell all over the place. There is one sold on eBay for $45. I just put 20 to 35 plus because there are some on the lower end there. But this is in fantastic condition. There's no chips. There's no dings. This is the back where it says Bennington Potters. It actually says Cooperative. Bennington Potters Cooperative Design, Vermont. It's got all these words around a rectangle. So anyway, David Gil, and that was a great pickup for $1.99. So it kind of evened out the other, the sun that I paid a little too much for. That was at one place, one day. And then I went out, looks like on the 8th, and I went to a lot of places. Not many had stuff. It was another week of walking in, looking at everything and going, yeah, nothing here for me. But I did find this one beautiful cup type thing, goblet, I guess it's a goblet. This is Italian glass. It actually surprisingly still has its label on it. Okay, and it says Interglass made in Italy. It's beautiful glass, and then it's got the gold on it and the gold rim, all in fantastic condition. No issues with this piece that I could find. One sold on eBay in September for $39.99. I paid $4.99 for it. There's some listed in the 50 to 60 range, but the sold that I could find was $39.99. So fantastic find, super excited about this one. And that will probably go up on eBay at some point. Okay, the next place I went, I was really struggling to find things. This was, I think, one of the savers that I went to, but I found this sheep. He's not in the best condition. So he has this glaze spot on his nose, and I thought that was a problem, but then I looked up these pieces and they all have that glaze spot. So I guess that is his nose. He's also got some glaze that kind of went this way and down here. It's like the darker glaze. And that's the issue with this. And then its feet are a little rusty. I need to try to clean that up a little bit. It's from the 1990s. excuse me, they're listed as vintage 1990s glazed pottery whimsical lamb with metal legs. I paid $4.19 for him. The solds are in the 15 to 18 range, which is exciting. So I like that. This next dish I haven't been able to find yet. It looks like it's, I'm going to show it to you first. It looks like it says Evangelo. It's really hard to see the end of the, after Evangel, it's really hard to see because the glaze under it is so dark. It looks like it says Evangelo, Canada, and then it has the number 927. It's just a pretty like olive dish or sushi plate, something like that. It is ceramic. It is made in Canada. I don't know how old. And I haven't been able to find a whole lot on Evangelo other than other people listing things that just say Evangelo Canada and having similar glazes. So I need to do more research on this guy. I paid $4.19 for it. I would hope to get at least 8 to 12 out of it, possibly 12 to 18. But I can't give you more information than that. And then the other one that I'm on, I was so excited to find it. It's a giant Jim Shore pumpkin, and it's, I don't find a lot of Jim Shores that aren't broken or dinged or whatever. And it says count your blessings. It was in the Halloween section. I picked it up for a lot. I paid $10.49 for it. And my mistake, of course, is looking at the listeds rather than the solds. And there's a lot of them listed for a lot. The solds are more like 18 to 25. So can I double my money on this? I think so, but can I do more than that? I'm not sure. So I'm just going to show you. It's basically like a harvest scene with the scarecrow and the woods and the turkey, etc. So it's a nice decorative piece for the holidays, for the Halloween and fall holidays. Am I a little late getting it listed? Yes, I am. I'm going to try to list this probably this week over on eBay and see what happens, but I'm kind of iffy on whether or not I should have picked it up because that's going to take a big box and yeah, maybe. So anyway, like I said, they sell 18 to 25. Then the next day I went out and about to a bunch more places. This one, I found this really fun tumbler. Now, there were 2 of them, but the other one had a giant chip in the rim, so I left it. But this is awesome. I believe it's Mexican. Don't quote me on that. I have nothing to say that it's Mexican other than similar things I have seen have been from Mexico. Similar things I've seen like this. Really nice glass tumbler. I paid $3.99. They sell anywhere from 8 to 12 plus, some more. A lot of times you'll see like a set of 6 for like, you know, $65 or something like that. But you know, 8 to 12 per glass, and there are a lot of individual glasses being sold because people break things. You know, they might have a set of 6 or 8 and their kid drops it and it shatters on the floor and they need a new one. So they run to eBay and they buy it from me. So anyway, I'm happy I picked that up. It's my style. It's very colorful. It's fun to look at. I might keep it around a little bit just to look at it. So I found that one. And then I found a painted rock. Why, Liz, did you pick up a painted rock? Well, we have our paperweight show coming up on NikNax at the end of the month. And this is different than all the other paperweights I have. I have a lot of glass paperweights. I actually purchased a couple Murano ones at retail for myself, and I may at some point decide to put one of those in. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, it says Faith 00, so this is from 2000, so it's technically vintage, and it's got poppies and bees, and Faith did a very, very good job, and actually a butterfly. Cool. Did a very nice job. So I picked this up for $2.99. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, guys. And if I were able to edit videos, I would edit that out, but apologies. Okay, so Faith's rock here, $2.99. I think 6 to 12 plus. This will go at auction. on NikNax, and I'll start it at either 6 or 8 and see what happens. I also picked up a little tiny fused glass dish. It has a sticker on it, and it says Art Des, and it says handmade. This person, at least the Art Des I could find online that does glasswork, is based in Slovakia. So this is imported from Slovakia. It is a fused glass dish, and I paid $1.99 for it. They could go 15 to 18. Similars are in the 15 to 18 range. This may not go quite as high, I'm not sure, but it was definitely worth the $1.99 that I spent on it. Okay, my table is in the car, the table that I usually put everything on. So I've got everything on this table, and it's a little crowded in front of me today. Okay, so then the next spot, I picked up a slab of sandstone. Is that right side up or upside down? I think it's upside down. I think it goes this way. So this is like picture sandstone, picture jasper. It's cut, but it is natural sandstone, and it kind of looks like a mountainscape. And these are very popular. My dad used to do a lot of rock collecting, so we went to rock shows a lot when I was a kid, and I used to love these. So I paid $1.99 for this piece of sandstone, and I see this size, or around this size, in the 20 to 35 range on the solds. Now, some of the smaller ones are selling 6 to 12, so again, it could go at any price, really. But this one I would probably list on eBay, probably for 24, 25 maybe. I'll check the solds again when I list it and see what makes sense. But I was happy to find that. You know, I like finding rocks. Put that on the chair. All right, and then my last thing. So it's going to be a short video today. But this one we're going to talk a little bit about. So I found another fused glass piece, but this one is fantastic. And we'll talk a little bit about the artist and other stuff. So this is, check this out. It's a sushi plate, and it's signed here, Dure, D-U-R-E-E, I believe. It's kind of hard to read, but if you look it up online, it is Andra Dure, and she's based in California, San Juan Capistrano, California. Actually, I'll hold it up for a little bit more. So there was an article online about Andra from 2002. At that point, she had been doing glass for 10 years. So it's a fun article. It says, imagine serving your guests appetizers on a plate that appears to have sushi suspended artistically in its handcrafted design, or watching pizza disappear from a platter until one more piece appears to remain, but alas, it's just part of the glass. It is such good writing. For over 10 years, Andra Dure Martin has been creating imaginative designs in gourmet glassware. So it was 10 years in 2002. So she started in 1992. And she went to take stained glass classes. Like, she was someone that was just tired of her 9 to 5. And her husband suggested that she go and do something that she loves. So she went and she took stained glass classes, but she got bored with doing things like everybody else was doing. So she studied the fused glass stuff. And says traditional processes did not inspire or challenge Andra, who started sketching her unique designs and bringing them to life using powdered glass oxides, using a technique first created by the Mesopotamians during the Roman age. Now, this sounds like deja vu, right? And it says Andra had discovered her niche, becoming only one of 5 known glass fusion artists in the country using this technique. So then I started wondering, like, who are the other 4? Well, we know 3, and this would be 4. So now I've got to figure out who the 5th is, right? So we know Peggy Carr Glass is very well known, and her stuff sells, depending on the design, sells very well. We know Sid and Stricker, their designs are also very, when you see them, it's like, I know that that's them. Recognizable, there's the word. And their stuff it depends on the design. Again, it doesn't sell as high as some of Peggy Carr's stuff, but it does really well. And then a few weeks ago, we found, where did I put it? Oh, it's too far for me to reach. One that was, I think, Ross. Let me actually grab it because we found this a few weeks ago. Yeah, AC Ross, and learned a little bit about them. And so now that's 3, and then this is our 4th, Andra Duray Martin. So I am curious who the 5th was, and I'm gonna try to do some research and see if I can find something by that person. But it's really fun, and I was thinking this morning in the shower that wouldn't it be fun for me to do like a live sale that was just on fused glass pieces that highlighted the 5 known, at least in 2002, the 5 main fused glass artists showed some of their pieces and then sold them. So that is an idea that's kind of brewing in my brain right now for some time in the future. It might be after the first of the year. It might be later in November, December. I'm not sure yet. I got to just kind of think it through and then figure out who that 5th person is. But I think that's super exciting. So she did stuff, Andra Duray Martin did stuff like with the sushi and with pizza. And you can find it. It is very, again, very specific, right? When you see one of her pieces, you know it's one of her pieces. And I love that. Like just being out in the store and being like, oh, that's a Peggy Carr. Oh, wait, that's a Duray. So this is a new one that I learned. And I'm really, really excited to pick this up. So I paid, let's see, I paid $1.99, only $1.99 for this beautiful masterpiece. And they sell 24 to 38. So that's super exciting. So I think my 2 most valuable pieces this week were these guys. And you know, it wasn't a lot. I really didn't find a lot out there this week. I did buy a few things on eBay, like I said. And actually I bought a thing on NikNax as well, mostly for my personal collection. Yeah, I'm not going to share those right now, but anywho, that was this week. So what's coming up? So this week, I have a pottery show over on NikNax on the 19th, Saturday. I think it's Saturday at 8 o'clock p.m. And then, yeah, that'll be like smaller pottery pieces. I'm not going to put my big giant pieces because they don't seem to move as quickly. So it'll be some of the smaller pottery that I've found through the years. And it'll be the first time I'm listing them, so I have a whole bunch. That's going to be a good show. Only 30 minutes, so I'm going to have to curate carefully. And then on the 28th, it's a Monday night, will be the Paperweight show. And as of right now, I don't have anything listed for November. I'm still thinking about what I want to do for November, but I will have some shows. And I will be here next week with another video for you guys. But before I do that, total spend this week was $48.28. Potential profit on this stuff in the 212-ish range. So 4.4x on these guys. And, you know, I mean, the Jim Shore pumpkin might actually sell higher than what I think it will. So we just gotta think things through, get them out there, get them listed, and get them sold. So have a great week, everybody. I'm sorry this was a little short, but I have to run out to an event. So have a fabulous week, and I will see you guys again next week. Bye.